Alright, there's a very big possibility that this looks like absolute shit right now, but it's okay. Welcome to the channel. I am currently on my journey to becoming a producer or producing or whatever you want to call it. You may or may not know, I'm currently learning how to play keys or incorporating keys into my music making right now. So one thing I'm doing with that is I'm learning all the major and minor scales. So I've learned C major, C minor, C sharp major, C sharp minor. Now I'm on D major. And what I usually like to do is I'll create a song or something in that key after I've learned it, after I've learned to play the chords and kind of learn the, I guess, the fingering of the scale or whatever. So anyway, that's kind of what we're doing. I don't have any ideas. My music palette is kind of like all over the place right now, so we can kind of go in any direction. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'll just show you the scale real quick. All right, so check this out. We are in D major. So here's D. The D major scale is. I just started playing piano, so I'm not that great at it, but so we're gonna try to make something with these 8 or 7 whatever notes. So the chords of the scale go start down here: D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G minor, A major, B minor. This is a really weird, like, I hate having to play that. And then C sharp diminished. It's kind of that ugly chord. And then back to D major. So usually what I like to do when I am starting one of these is, like just with this grand piano preset, I'll kind of try to find a chord progression that I like, and then maybe see where it takes me from there. All right, so I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. This is not how this video was supposed to go. My original idea was I was gonna film me making this beat, start to finish, then kind of chop it up as I figured things out along the way, and then, show the beat at the end. When I filmed it yesterday, my microphone died like 30 minutes in, and then when I checked the file, my screen capture file at the end, it got corrupted, or I didn't hit the right settings or whatever. The video is basically unusable. So that was a bummer. It would have been cool to see the process start to finish, but anyway, I can make another video about that. I'll do that for the next scale that I'll do a video on, maybe D minor, I'll do that. But for now, I kind of wanted to show you what I ended up with, how I got there, and I don't know, I like the beat. I think it sounds cool. You can let me know if you like it or not, whatever. So after messing around a little bit on the piano, this is the chord progression that I settled on. So these are all D major chords. So the first one is going to be B minor, then we have E minor, then we have G minor, and then after G minor, then it is E minor again, but this is the progression that I settled on. So once I kind of knew that's, the vibe I was looking for, really it was just trying to find a sound that I wanted to use. I didn't really have any ideas going into this beat. That probably was an issue, because I didn't really know what sound I wanted to use at first or which direction I wanted to take it. But after messing around with it a little bit and going through different sounds, I ended up settling on a couple pad sounds to kind of lay the foundation for the beat. So basically what I did was I took these chords from the grand piano sound. I'll mute those now. And then I just pasted them into this pad sound. So I have the first one that sounds like this. So kind of like a little atmospheric, kind of
You know, just like a generic pad sound. So I layered that with this other pad sound that has like a little more movement to it. So I was like, okay, kind of like this. Okay, so the bass line, if my other video idea would have worked, you would have saw me go through like 7 different bass line ideas. I was like, maybe I do quarter notes, maybe I do like some boom, 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 boom type of, you know, bass line. But at the end, I was like, man, I'm just way overthinking this. So what I did was I took the bass notes from the original piano idea that I had, and then just put them to the, I just put them on a bass. So our bass notes are B, E, G, and then E again. But I'll tell you a little bit something that I did with the E to make it sound a little bit different. So B, E, G, E, and then took those and then put them here in this bass MIDI. So I have kind of a weird rhythm going on with these bass notes, but I got them in here. I'll play the sound for you. This is the bass sound that I ended up going with. So like I said, we have 2 E's, one here and one here, but what I did with this one, obviously I moved it up an octave instead of having it like this. It sounds kind of boring. So I put this one up. I don't know, it sounds a little bit more interesting. I could probably move that note into any note in D minor and it'll sound good, but I just like the way that one sounded. So let's see, when I layered the bass with this pad sound, this is what we get. So I'm liking this vibe right here. So then I was like, okay, well now let's see what some drums sound like. I originally had like a 2-step hi-hat, then I had like no kick, then I put a kick in, then you had a clap at first, then I took it out for a snare, then I went through all kinds of different ideas with it. But I guess I can just solo the drums. This is the pattern that I ended up going with. So there's kind of 2 parts to it. So I have a hi-hat here. I'll just solo this. And then we have, what is this, a snare? Yeah, like a super reverbed out like rim shot. And then I have a kick. And then another cool sound that I have here is like actually this texture. So I played it, I had this original, these original drum parts, written out, but I kind of felt like it was a little empty, but I didn't want to add more like loud noises or like any real big, like, I don't know, like cowbells or, sounds that stick out too much. So I looked through like a bunch of different sample packs that I have and I found this like filtered weird like stutter sound. So I'll play this. It's kind of like a sound like you would not even notice is there at all, like in the context of the song, but it's still like, creates movement and kind of has like a little bounce to it. So you're like, well, what is that back there? But you can't really put your finger on it. So Here, I'll play just the drums by themselves. I'll take off the click too. Hey. Might even turn this down a little bit. Okay. So that's so we got the drums for that part. We have the bass. I'll play the bass soloed with the drums. Yeah, so I like that vibe. That's dope. So now, after this intro part, I gotta turn off those pianos. I drop off this pad that has a little more movement to it, and then I just have this bottom pad here along with the drums and the bass. Talk about this right now. It was basically a lead that I had written on the piano, and I picked a sound for it, and I was like, cool, I like that lead. Well, after listening to the song and then changing some sounds in it, like these original sounds here, I had them as like a guitar at first. I had them as pluck strings at first. After changing the sounds and doing this and that, I didn't like the lead anymore, so I was going to delete it. But what I ended up doing was I ended up freezing and flattening the track, basically converting it to audio, reversing it, and then chopping it. So it kind of like repeats itself and kind of has like a little bit of a rhythm to it. So once I did that, then I liked the lead again, but after I chopped it up and everything. So I'll solo this. So, and that comes in after like 2 bars. It kind of gives you a little bit of ear candy. So it's just not the same over and over. So watch, I'll play it again from here. Here's where it comes in. So after that, I got this, dude, I don't know why this does this. All right, we're just turning that off for now. I need to fix that. So after that little part, I kind of have like a swell come in right here. And then that brings us back to this intro part. So maybe this could be like a pre-chorus, or something like that, but yeah, let's run it back. So now we're back here. Got a little pre-chorus area. And then we get into like this chorus part here. All right, so a lot going on there. Let's see, where do we start? So the drums change up a little bit. So first things you're gonna notice are there's a two-step hi-hat that I originally had in the earlier part, but then changed it. I still have the same snare and kick pattern. The only difference is here is I added an open hat. That's not the open hat. That is. And then I layered another clap on top of the other like reverb snare. Nothing different with the bass. So one thing that I did add was these crazy, I don't even know what this is. What is this? It's like a synth. Yeah, this crazy synth type lead, or I guess keys. I've been really into the synth sound lately. I don't know, like that Yeet, Scrim, Benny X, like all those guys, like that synth, that's, you know, that super synthesized sound that they've been doing. I've been really into that lately. And these are the same exact chords that I originally made down here on this piano. So all I'm doing is taking those chords and putting them into different sounds. So first I have them, I don't know what octave this is, but I have them in one octave here, and then I just push them up an octave the second bar. So this is what it sounds like. Then I have them going back to the lower one. So I still have the same lead I described earlier. And then I also have a new lead, which I'm not really liking the sound of anymore. I swore I cleaned this up too. I've been playing everything myself these days. Like if I'm using chords, I'm playing the chords, or I'm trying to figure out the chords. And that's been super fun. So same thing with this. I played this lead in. Since I know the D major scale, now I know like what notes work, and you know, can kind of try to figure out leads that way. There's this little fill right here, a little swell noise, and then that's pretty much it. So we'll run it back again. This was all fucked up. What the hell? I swore I cleaned this up. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, that sounds better. Those are pretty much all the sounds. So this next part right here, I just have this going back and forth between the first two chords. Same thing with the next part. That's all I got for the beat right now. Looks like I attempted to make some vocals, but you know, I'm gonna have to really learn how to rap or sing or something, because My goal right now is to put my first song out next year sometime. So we'll see how that goes. But if I'm gonna do that, I probably got to learn how to really rap or really sing for real. But yeah, that's my D major cook-up. That's kind of how I went. Again, this wasn't supposed to be in this format. In the video that I had made, I had actually tried different chord progressions. And the whole video was like an hour and a half or so, and I was gonna cut it down to like 15 minutes. But yeah, we'll save that for the D minor, since I'm gonna be learning the D minor scale next. That's all I got. If you got questions, let me know. Love to answer any of them. I'm a new producer. Trying to learn as much as I can. It's been a lot of fun. I've been producing for like a year now. So just want to keep getting better, keep making stuff. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions or have any advice. Subscribe. That's all I got. Peace.